I spent the last hour and a half crying over Endgame and Tony Stark dying. I'm a mess. Good afternoon, everyone. It's about 20 to 2 in the afternoon, and I've just woken up. Hey, so, like you have all been emailing me, messaging me, um, tweeting me, requesting, I have decided to do weekly vlogs. Um, they might not be so weekly, maybe it's like 2 weekly, depending on how busy I get at university because I move back to university next week. Um, but as of today, I'm officially on holiday from work until next Sunday. Um, so my plan is to get a lot of reading done. I've got things going on whilst obviously I'm off work. So tomorrow I'm actually going to a spa with one of my closest friends. Um, we're going there for just for one night, but she's also a book nerd, just like me, just like all of us. So whilst I'm there, I am hoping to get through Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. So I am currently 119 pages into this, and I haven't actually read it, I'd say, for about a month. Um, the reason is about a month ago, I looked at my reading goal on Goodreads for the year, and I was very, very behind schedule, and I panicked a little bit. The good thing about that panic was it got me out of my reading slump. I ended up reading about 4 or 5 books um, in August, which for me doesn't happen that often. I have been in a reading slump legit for like the last year, and like, so in January I read something ridiculous like 6 or 7 books, which isn't ridiculous, but for me it is. And then it took me until the end of March to finish one book. So it put me in a little bit of a reading slump. I'm starting to get out of that now. The way I did that was actually by reading a lot of smaller books. So I felt like I was achieving more, and I was like, yeah, I want to read, I want to read, I want to read. So Air of Fire is a much bigger book compared to what I've been reading recently, but I also really want to get through this series because the friend that I'm going to the spa with adores it, and I'm enjoying it as well. But it's taking me a long time to read it and to read Sarah's books. And so I want to try and get that done within the next like 2-3 days. Because obviously, whilst you're at spa, all you do is sort of relax. We'll be going out for dinner for a little bit. Obviously, like getting massages and things done. But in the meantime, like whilst, for example, my friend's going for her like hour-long massage, that means I have an hour to read. And we might read together at the same time. So that's my plan. My other read for this week is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I have watched this film, I don't even know how many times. Um, I love the film and kept saying to myself, you need to pick up the book, you need to pick up the book. And I've had the book, I've owned it for about a year and not picked it up. Um, and I just, one day, I have this new box next to my bed. And I just decided one day that I was just going to pick it up because this was one of the books on my to be read shelf at university, and I had to bring all those books back to move into my new house, which is what I'm doing next week. And I mean, obviously, so that meant I had to bring back all of my books, everything I had at my university halls, and all the books that I was on my to be read shelf. I just put them in this little cube that I have next to my bed, and I've literally just been like, as soon as I finish a book, I've just been randomly picking out one from there, rather than my big bookcase. So, I just looked at it and I was like, you know what? It'll be an easy read. I kind of know the story. The set is also been released. That the second movie is coming out. I think it's in February. I think that's very, very wrong. It's at some point soon. So I was kind of like, I want to get this read so that I can try and read the second one before the actual film comes out, rather than making the mistake of watching the movie before the film, because I never actually do that. Um, so that is my reading plan for the week. Just these 2 books here. Um, I think I'm gonna start reading Air of Fire like when I'm actually on the train going to the spa. Um, because I want this to be like my spa read. So I'm gonna pick up To All the Boys I've Loved Before today. Um, I've got a little bit of running around to do today. I have to go and see my grandparents and also go to the bank. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm kind of gonna get dressed now, have a shower, have something to eat, maybe listen to my audiobook in the shower whilst I'm eating. I'm listening to A Wrinkle in Time at the moment. But I do kind of really struggle to pay attention to audiobooks, so the last few that I've actually listened to, I've rated like 3 stars, bar Becoming by Michelle Obama. I gave that 5 stars because Michelle Obama's just a whole different level, fantastic. So I've struggled with them, and I don't know if it's just me or maybe it's the stories, but a lot of the ones that I've been listening to on audiobook, a lot of people have rated like 5 stars when they've read them. So I may maybe at some point within like the next year actually pick up the books as a physical copy and try and read them and see if my see if my rating's different, which it will probably be a good idea for a video actually. But yeah, so that is my reading plans for the week. I probably won't finish both of these books, considering both of them are quite, like, they're not meaty, but, like, this is bigger than your average book. And this is just, like, it's Sarah J Maas, it's a whole different story. So I probably won't finish them, but I will be trying to. I mean, it's a 3-hour train journey, so who knows. But yeah, so that's my reading plans. I'll update you guys a little bit later with my progress. And yeah, I hope you're all having a wonderful start to your week.
Hi everyone, it's currently 5:30 and I thought I'd give you all a quick update. I've been watching Suits. So, I haven't read anything yet today. I'm so ashamed of myself. Since you've last seen me, I've been to see my nan, because as you guys know I'm going to a spa tomorrow, which is I'm currently unpacking for. Those piles of books were in here, which obviously I'm not taking. So I've been packing for that and watching Suits at the same time because it's gotten really good. I was going to listen to a little bit of my audiobook this morning when I woke up, but I just didn't really feel like it. And I want to, like, with my audiobooks, I want to listen to them when I'm really ready to pay attention to them. Otherwise, it's just not going to go in and it's just going to make me feel as if, you know, I just haven't got a clue what's going on, which is probably true. So at the moment, I'm just finishing up my packing for tomorrow because I'll be leaving quite early in the morning. After that, if I have some time, I am going to read a little bit of To All the Boys I Loved Before I have to go and meet my dad. And then hopefully I will get a little bit more reading done this evening when I get home before I go to sleep to go to the spa, which is where I'll focus on Heir of Fire. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys that update because I haven't read anything. Okay, so update. I still haven't read anything, but I'm now on my way to meet my dad for a little bit because my parents go on holiday on Wednesday, and I obviously go to the spa tomorrow, so I won't be able to see them before they fly away. So I'm going to meet my dad now for a few little bevs before he goes away, but I'm currently listening to my audiobook on the way, so there's something. Hi everyone, I'm officially at the spa for the night with my friend. She's currently getting her treatment done. I've just had an hour-long full body massage done and it was insane. Like, I feel my body feels so relaxed and amazing. So I'm going to jump in the shower now before I get some reading in. But I thought I'd update you. I got about 20 or so pages of Heir of Fire read on the train on the way here. I couldn't get that much more done because we didn't have a seat on the train for ages, and then when we did get a seat we only had like 10 minutes before we had to change, and then the journey on the second train was only about 20 minutes, so I couldn't actually get that much read. But I have about 45 minutes now, so I'm going to have a quick shower and then read some more of Heir of Fire. My friend is currently reading The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, so we've kind of decided that our plans for the evening are going to be, so we're going to go downstairs in about 45 minutes because we've got about an hour to spend in the hot tub. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back up, have another shower, go for something to eat in the restaurant downstairs, maybe have a couple drinks at the bar, and see if we can get Monopoly, because it says it in the book that on the reception they have board games. So we're going to see if we can get Monopoly, play a little bit of that, and then we'll come back in the evening and just chill out and read. So I probably will update you on the progress I've made tomorrow morning if we're only reading tonight, just because I don't want to vlog too late. I want to have a nice relaxing chilled night and sleep. So I'll update you guys with that tomorrow morning. Hopefully we will get seats on the train tomorrow, so then there's like 3 hours of reading that I'll get done, because I do want to try and get through this. I've got about 430 pages still to go, so I really want to try and get it done. I know I probably won't get it done these next 2 days, but I want to get it finished as soon as possible. So then that way I can finish To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and hopefully get both of them done this week so that I can move on to something new. But yeah, I'm going to go and jump in the shower, and I will update you guys probably tomorrow, if not later. Hello lovely people, so it is officially Friday. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The reason I haven't vlogged for a couple of days is because I've had like a lot of like change of plans and things like that this week. Ended up having my friend staying with me for a few days, and things like that. So I haven't actually got any more reading done since I last updated you. My current page on Heir of Fire is 155, so I'm just about to start chapter 20. But at the train station, coming back from the spa, we went into a bookshop called Foyles, and I actually got 2 quite small books. So one is a poetry anthology called The Mermaid's Voice Returns in This One by Amanda Lovelace. It's the 3rd one in her, I don't know if you'd call it a series, but that's what I'm going to call it. It's the 3rd one in her poetry series, maybe trilogy. And I've been like trying to get this for ages, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere in the UK because it's just been like selling out. So I got this, and I got Unite Me by Tahara Mafi, which includes the 2 short stories for the Shatter Me series. So I'm gonna actually try and get through these today, so that way I get at least 2 books read this week, because there is no way I'm gonna finish Heir of Fire and To All the Boys I've Loved Before this week now. But today I actually don't really have any plans. I'm gonna go to my local supermarket now and get some shopping done, because I need to get food and stuff, because I've got family coming around for a barbecue tomorrow. So I'm gonna go and get some shopping done for that. And then when I come back, I'm literally not doing anything. I'm gonna watch the latest episode of Suits, and then all I'm gonna spend my day and evening doing is reading. Hopefully I can get through these 2, and then I'm not sure whether I'm gonna pick up Heir of Fire or To All the Boys I've Loved Before yet. I think it might be Heir of Fire, just because I really want to finish it, especially before I move back to university next week. So I can just take like the next, I think it's like 2 more I've got to read, so I can just take the next 2 with me rather than having to take one that I'm like half finished. So that's the plan. I'm going to go shopping now, do all like the adult kind of things, and then come back. I've already cleaned a little bit today, so I don't need to worry about doing that. So yeah, then I'll be coming back and reading. So I will update you guys later on when I've hopefully got some reading done. It is 20 to 3 in the afternoon, and I have just got back from shopping. It was ridiculous the amount of stuff I had to buy. So my plan right now is to prep some of the stuff for tomorrow for the barbecue. So whilst I do that, I've decided instead of listening to music like I would normally do, I'm going to attempt to listen to my audiobook, because I haven't done that in a long time. And so I'm going to try and make some progress with that whilst I prep some stuff for tomorrow. And then I'm going to have a bath, because I decided to treat myself whilst going shopping. and I got myself some bath salts because I really struggle with like back pain and muscle pain from my job and stuff, so I treated myself to that. So once I've done the prep, I'm gonna lay in the bath and pick up The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one, and read that in the bath. I'm going to try and read the whole thing if I can, because I mean, like, it's quite short stuff, so I feel like this is going to get me in the mood to read. Then after that, depending on my mood, I might either pick up Unite Me or Air of Fire. It's probably going to be Unite Me, just so I can sort of like tick off 2 books today, because I'm really behind on my reading goal on Goodreads, and I want to try and like really like meet it. So I'm trying to read a lot smaller books towards the end of this year. So yeah, that's the plan. And I'll update you guys after all of that is done. Hello again. So I have just finished doing all of my prep for cooking. I've still got one thing to do, but I'm going to do that this evening after I have a bath. I'm going to have a bath now, but whilst I was prepping and stuff, I managed to listen to, I think it was a chapter and a half of A Wrinkle in Time, so that's good. And then whilst the last little bits of potatoes and things were doing their cooking, I picked up The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one, and I got halfway through. Legit, it was only like 10 minutes, but I got halfway through. So I'm going to try and finish it whilst I run my bath and get my bath already sorted, and then I've decided in the bath I'm gonna read Unite Me, and then after that I might have my friend come around, which would be quite nice because I haven't seen her in a while, so she might be coming around. And then after that I'm gonna watch Suits, because a new episode came out today, so I'm gonna watch a new episode and then just chill, either watch some more Netflix or potentially read some Air of Fire, depending on how long my friend stays. And then yeah, because I'm definitely not going to be able to get any reading done tomorrow, and I probably won't be vlogging tomorrow just because I'm going to have all my family and friends here and all of that kind of stuff, and I don't really want to put them on camera or anything like that. But Sunday I will probably do a lot of reading, because I don't actually have any plans for Sunday apart from my friend will be here because she's staying. One of my friends is staying with me for like a week. She's living with me, so she'll be here. But other than that, like, I'm probably just going to get some reading in. Obviously edit all this week's footage, unless I do some of that tonight, but it depends on how tired I am. And then yeah, so I will update you after I've had a bath. So it's now 20 to 5 on Friday. I've just had a bath where I finished The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one by Amanda Lovelace. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars because I love every single thing I've ever read from Amanda Lovelace. She's just incredible. And then I did go to pick up Unite Me, but I started to actually have a reaction to the bath salts I was using, so I had to get out. So I haven't actually started this yet, but it's my next read. I am currently watching Suits whilst I edit some footage for this week. So I'm going to get this done, sort of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and then pick up Unite Me, pretty much read this whole thing in one sitting, hopefully, then finish off the food for tomorrow and see where life takes me at that point. My friend is still hopefully coming round if she gets out of where she is at a reasonable time. So yeah, so that's officially 1 book complete this week. So I feel quite proud. I feel quite happy with that. I didn't think I'd even get 1 thing completed this week. So, you know, I know it was like short and stuff, but for me it's still an achievement. So Okay, so I have managed to get quite a lot of editing done whilst watching Suits, which gives me some more time on Sunday, sorry, to like do some stuff and whatever, and get some more reading done, hopefully. So, I'm going to listen to some more of my audiobook whilst I finish off the last few bits for tomorrow and I make my dinner. And then once that's done, I'm going to read Unite Me. I don't know if I'll like update you guys tonight on if I finish it or not. It probably depends on if I actually like get to read any of it. Depending on if my friend comes around, because obviously I don't want to be reading like really late and stuff. I'm trying to like get back into a routine before I move back to university. So if I don't update you guys after today, then I will update you tomorrow. Okay, so it's 12 at 20 past midnight, and my friend just left. So I haven't actually read any of Unite Me. I'm going to finish the episode of Suits I was watching because I've got like 15 minutes left whilst I eat some melon, because I haven't really eaten any fruit today. I've only had raspberries. And then what I'm going to do is try and read Destroy Me, which is one of the novellas in this. So I get that done today, and then tomorrow morning, like my voice is going because I'm so tired. And then tomorrow read Fracture Me, which is the other one in this, in the morning before everyone starts coming around for the barbecue. So that's the plan. I'm not going to update you tonight on the progress I make. I'm just going to update you tomorrow because I'm just going to be so tired. So it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. Obviously yesterday, as you guys know, I had like a family barbecue and all of that kind of thing. So I'm just finishing up cleaning from that. I went to see my grandparents this morning as well, which was really nice. I haven't seen them in a while. So yeah, my plan while I'm cleaning is to actually listen to my audiobook. So usually what I would do when I'm cleaning is listen to the radio or put my own music on. But so that I can keep making progress with my reading and things like that, I've decided that I'm going to try and put my audiobook on sometimes instead of my music all the time. And then hopefully sort of like get more of my reading done and things like that. So I'm going to put my audiobook on now whilst I finish cleaning, because once I finish cleaning, I have to start packing because I move next week. So I'm planning to listen to my audiobook whilst I'm doing that. However, if I do find that like I'm not really concentrating on the audiobook and I'm missing loads of stuff, then I'm going to stop listening to it and just put my music back on. But once all of that's done, I'm going to sit down and read. I got like 12 pages into Unite Me on Friday night, and then my laptop crashed and didn't save all of the editing that I did for all the footage from this week. So I had to basically do all of that again, which was not fun. So I didn't make the progress that I basically wanted to make with Unite Me. I wanted to get at least one of the novellas in the book, completed, and I literally got 12 pages in. So I'm going to try and do that today. And then, depending on what time I finish packing and how much, if I get that done, I'm going to try and read Heir of Fire, although I can't guarantee it, because when my friend finishes work tonight, I'm going to go pick her up, we're going to come home, make some dinner, and then we're going to watch Endgame, because I still haven't watched Endgame. So we're going to watch that, which obviously is a 3-hour long film. So I can't guarantee that I'm going to actually get any reading done. But tomorrow, I have like the day to myself until my boyfriend comes down for a couple of days. So I'm going to get some reading done then before I have to pick him up in the afternoon. But obviously you'll see that in next week's vlog. But I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to read Heir of Fire. Like I want to finish it, but I don't want to keep reading the same book constantly in these vlogs. So if I find that it's taking me a while to finish it, I might not vlog reading that. I might pick something else and read that, because I don't want to constantly be reading the same book in these vlogs. So yeah, I will let you guys know how I get on with trying to listen to my audiobook whilst cleaning and packing and whatnot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but at least I tried. Okay, so it is now 10 to 6 and I have done loads of packing. My books are packed, most of my clothes are packed, my bedding and my coat hangers are packed. So I'm not really going to do any more for today. I did, however, make amazing progress with my audiobook, so I actually ended up keeping my audiobook on the whole time. So it's literally been like a good few hours, considering I have about an hour and a half left on my audiobook. So hopefully I can finish that today. For now, I'm going to sit down and read Unite Me, because I've got about 25 minutes before I need to leave to pick up my friend from work. So what I'm going to attempt to do is actually listen to my audiobook while I'm driving. However, if I, again, get it's distracting me at any point, obviously I will stop because I'm driving and that's dangerous. But yeah, hopefully I can actually finish that tonight, which means that's 2 books done for this week, potentially maybe 4, considering that there's 2 books in this, so I'm counting it as 2. Yeah, so potentially 4, depending on how long it takes me to actually get through this. I'll probably take this with me when I go and pick my friend up, because I usually have to wait for a little bit for her to come out of work. So I'll do that, and then depending on how tired I am this evening after we watch Endgame, I might do some more reading before I go to sleep. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with the progress that I made with the audiobook today. So, and it's really actually also put me in the mood to read. So hopefully I can get a lot done with lot of reading done in the next 20 minutes. Okay, so the week has finally come to an end. It's just before midnight, so I'm gonna end this week's vlog here. I ended up finishing the first novella in The Fire Myth, which I think was Unravel Me. So I finished that, which means there was 2 books completed this week. And I also have about 15 minutes left on my audiobook, so I'm going to count that as finishing it this week. So that's an audiobook listened to and finished this week as well. So that's a lot more progress than I thought I'd make. So now I'm going to fill up my water bottle, curl up in bed, finish the last 15 minutes of my audiobook, and then go to sleep because I am exhausted. And I've got a long week next week with my boyfriend visiting for a few days and then moving back to university and things like that. So I want to get as much sleep as possible. So yeah, I'm going to end this week's vlog here. Hope you all enjoyed my first ever vlog, and maybe, hopefully, it becomes a regular thing.